GM, and welcome to another Kyzzen Livestream, where we feature notable projects across the Solana ecosystem. So today, we are joined by Pietro, the marketing operations lead from Verity. I'm really excited to have this conversation, so I'm going to bring it up right now. GM.
Guys. Hello, everybody. Thanks for
Wow,
joining.
wow, wow. How's it going?
It's going all right. It's going all right. Pretty good.
Yeah. So I actually came to know about Verity through Super Team Malaysia, actually, Han. He did mention about you guys, and you guys are doing a lot of interesting stuff. And it's very hard to say these days because there's so many gacha platforms. It's kind of like reminiscent of the time when back in the day, I think 2021, where everyone and their mom tried to set up an NFT marketplace, right?
Yeah.
So the Super Team Malaysian guys were telling me that look, Verity has something very interesting, especially they are very localized. They are Malaysian team, and you guys have kind of like some operations around neighboring countries as well. So I'm
Yeah.
really excited to get into this conversation. But before we do, as always with our guests, I would love to hear a little bit about your background. When you joined Verity, and how the marketing ops goes.
Oh, okay. Well, previously I was in the broadcasting entertainment business, and then
Oh,
kind of
nice.
went into a little bit of corporate. Ended up doing some marketing, uh, do a little bit of trading, which is why I kind of got into this space. And then I guess just by luck, my from a previous company. One of the founders is one of my bosses from a previous company,
Mm-hmm.
and he just called one day and asked me, "Hey, do you want to join us? It's a brand new project." Um, so I jumped on it. I said yes. It was a whole new world to me in terms of the TCG world and the
Yeah.
gacha world and things like that. But for me, marketing is marketing. There's set way of doing things. You just have to
Yeah.
learn the industry and kind of figure out. And we have a good team with us. And we have a good friend of ours named Bausa, who's in America.
Okay.
He's part of the marketing team as well, and he's got a lot of experience in this market. We've got friends in Singapore as well who are also very involved in this kind of market. So I get a lot of information from them
Yeah.
to kind of we always work together to come up with what we need to do.
Yeah. Awesome. That's amazing. Like I think there's quite a few things to unpack there. The first one that came to mind was that you mentioned you weren't very familiar with this TCG thing before you fully got into Verity. And I think that's a very interesting, I guess, part of this whole gacha craze that we're having right now is because Pokemon cards have been around for like what the last almost 30 years, I think, right? And even before that, sports collectible cards, right? Baseball, basketball cards. And it's I guess for the last 30 years, even the collectors, they might have been quite limited in the real world at least, right? When they go for conventions and card shows, it's either you do OTC deals or you rip open a full pack. And this gacha thing, to me, the newer part is that you get to, I guess, open single cards, right, and go and chase those extreme rares, right? And I think that's very interesting. Regarding, I guess, marketing, maybe you want to share a little bit about, like, are you more focused towards the Web3 communities or more of the Web2 communities where you try to also educate them about parts of Web3 and maybe or maybe you choose to like abstract away as much of the Web3 as possible?
So as part of our plan right now, we are completely focused on Web3 first. I think we want to
Yep.
kind of solidify our place there, our name there first.
Yeah.
But yes, we do intend to very soon go into the Web2 world to start introducing this to people. But obviously, there's going to be a lot of pushback because Web2 people, cash, I give you, you pass to me, we're done.
Yes.
They're very comfortable in that way. So there's a lot of education that needs to happen. And I think
Yep.
even other players in the market are also contributing to the education process as well.
Yeah.
So we just will go out and tell people, hey, we're here, we're trustable, you can use us, and you can get cool things as well.
Yeah. No, I think it's awesome because I think this Web3 gacha solves a lot of the pain points, especially when you vote it and you tokenize it. It solves a lot of pain points for the Web2 folks. But we'll get into a bit of that later down. Maybe you want to do a screen share of Verity so we can kind of have like an early look and feel of how the platform operates.
Okay, hold on. So basically, this is our platform. Right now, we only have one gacha in the work. So we're trying different things as we go along, and we're trying to listen to our customers as well to see, what's the sweet spot for everybody. So right
Mm.
now we're focusing on Pokemon cards, but we do intend to branch out to different types of cards as well, and different types of RWAs as well. So
Yeah.
this that's on the market right now. We've got a $900 Umbreon as the main chase card. And so far, the take up for this has been pretty decent. We do hope more people pull, but coming up, we actually do have other things which I'll share in a while.
Yeah.
This cool thing called the trainer card as well. So every time you
Yeah.
register, you can flex your trainer card. This was actually done
Ooh.
just more for a gimmick for people, but we found out that a lot of people were really excited about this
Yeah.
trainer card right here. So all you have to do is when you log in, if you give your X profile, we put a little script in there to figure out what kind of person you are, and it'll give you your special abilities, stuff like that based on your X profile. So we got lots of good reviews for this.
No, I love it, and you guys kind of pay homage to the whole pixelated
Yeah,
look and feel.
yeah. Shout out to Balsa for coming up with this idea. This
Yeah.
really helped,
Mhm.
and I think that helped with the pre-registration as well. So we kind of launched registration 24 hours before we actually launched the first gacha
Mhm.
back in May, and even before we launched, we had more than 2,000 people sign up already.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was really good.
Yes.
We're quite proud of that number,
Yeah.
and yeah, we just hope more people come in and explore at least. We don't necessarily want you to purchase anything, but just
Mm.
explore it. Feedback to us what it is that you like, what it is that you don't like. We are working on um, a brand new interface as well.
Mhm.
We are adding a couple of more things just to give a little bit more to the user in terms of gamification.
Yes.
I don't want to give too much away, but we are also adding how would I say? We're adding an element in there for you to flex like nobody's business.
Got you.
So
They're separate from your trainer card or kind of like linked to it.
yeah, it's completely separate. It's still
Okay.
very much gacha related, but yeah, we're working on it. We'll probably see it in about well, give us a couple of weeks. We're working out a few other things right
Yep.
now,
Yep.
while working on the more of the gamification of the platform after that.
Got you.
Hopefully by in the next 2-3 weeks, you'll see a
Yep.
brand new look and feel.
Got you. No pressure. 2 weeks. We can wait that long.
Yeah.
Pokemon cards will still be around. I'm bringing back your platform because I wanted to comment quite a little bit about the whole look and feel. Honestly, the gradients are awesome. I love how you guys are going fully into the whole. This actually reminds me. It resonates a lot with the Pokemon branding, I think, especially the more modern era. Like I played I can't remember the exact game on Switch 2 recently,
Oh,
as
wow.
well as I think they have a TCG Pocket game on mobile.
Yes.
And this is very on point. So I love it. It looks great. And it's very simple, right? There's literally only like one other like.
Yeah, I mean,
issue.
we try to keep it as intuitive as possible, but
Mm.
like I said, with any business as we grow, we'll be adding more and more things to this platform as well.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay, so this season's top prizes are the Charizard. These
Yeah.
are okay.
Still up
And
for grabs.
it's still up for grabs. Nice. And you currently only have one gacha machine?
Currently, we are having one gacha machine. We are probably going to have another one, if I'm not mistaken, within the next 3 weeks, hopefully. So we're working out the details now. If everything goes out well, this will probably be a extremely high valued gacha.
Okay. So, but right now, let's talk about this one. So it's $30 to open a pack, right?
Yeah.
And the top price currently $1,000. So which means it's about 33x.
Yeah, about 33x. Yeah.
Okay, and the sellback percentage is 85%.
5%, which is good.
Yep. I have a question. Are these collector creep NFTs?
No,
No,
they're
they're
all
all, right?
so whatever we put on our platform
Right.
is we have it. We physically have the cards with us.
Okay.
Yeah. So we make sure that before we launch everything, even we've had to go down to Singapore to grab the cards as well.
Right.
Because we want them. We believe that If we don't have them physically in hand or in our vaults,
Yep.
then we shouldn't be putting them out.
Yeah, no, I completely agree
Yeah.
with that. So in this case, but the underlying mechanism is the same, right? Like, obviously sell back, it's instant.
Yeah.
But let's say I want to redeem it. What's the process like?
So once you click, we're actually working on the redemption portion now. Previously, we did it a bit caveman where you actually had to write to us, but
Okay.
we're trying to make it more automated where all you have to do is click redeem.
Mm-hmm.
You'll have the details on and all that. And we have partnered with an international logistics partner.
Yeah.
Um, that's one of our strengths actually. So we can deliver anywhere in the world, which is something we've heard some of our competitors have problem with.
Yeah.
So we have a dedicated logistics partner,
Right.
and yeah, we can pretty much deliver anywhere in the world. So we're working on that redemption section now, so
Yeah.
that it will be a little bit less clicks for you
Okay.
to be able to redeem. Yeah,
Got you. Any rough ETA, I guess, like maybe by end of the quarter or
we're probably before the end of August. It should be up and running.
amazing, amazing. Because
Yeah,
yeah, there is
because the
one.
back end operations is all set up already. Now it's
Got
just
you.
customer facing buttons that we need to sort out.
Got you, got you. We have a question from the audience, which was just about to ask as well. I'm just going to bring it up. So the question is, where can we trade the cards we pull on Verity?
Right now, you can only trade on Verity for now. We do plan to have, how do I say? Like I said, we're working on the gamification part of things. We're working
Okay.
on the trading part of things. We're working on the marketplace side of things. So that after a while, we will have a little bit more of a better ecosystem for our users
Yep.
to trade, to play, to
Yep.
flex. So that's what we're working on. So, like I said, as we go along with each build,
Yep.
uh, we kind of see what the customers want. We also see what other people are doing and how we
Yep.
can set ourselves apart. So all these things are very much a learning curve for us as well. Like we know what's out there, but
Yep.
it's hard for us to anticipate what's going to be big next and how we kind of stay ahead of everybody, but at the same time, not building what everybody else is building.
Got you. Got you. That makes sense. Yeah, because it's like you can't do everything, right? And you don't really want to reinvent the wheel as well. So pick a battles. And in this case, when you say you can only trade on Verity, it's currently only the sellback function, right? Or do you mean there's actually a secondary marketplace already? Not yet, right?
Not yet.
Okay.
We're in the process of building all that. So it's in the
Okay.
roadmaps as well. So
Okay.
we will work on that.
Okay. Any ETA may end the year or something? Like
Before end of the year, definitely before end of the year.
beautiful, beautiful. And back to that earlier note that I made that the whole website looks and feels exactly like how I imagine a Pokemon platform should look and feel. Is there any, I guess, I'm not sure if you can reveal it. Are you guys looking at expanding beyond
Yes.
Verity?
So I'm very happy you like the look and feel,
Yes.
but there will be changes to the UI because as we progress and we get into other types of collectibles,
Yeah.
we might not stick to just cards.
Yeah.
We are looking at other rare collectibles like watches, bags, shoes,
Yeah.
any sort of rare collectibles as well. So we actually had a discussion a few weeks ago going, if we start a watch, for example, a watch gacha or something like that, where we're putting up, Richard Milles and Rolexes and all that, to sit on a platform that looks like this is kind of out of place.
Yes.
So we've been working with a couple of our designers and things like that to kind of find that middle ground.
Yeah.
We actually have found that middle ground. We love it, and that's what we'll be introducing to everybody soon. We'll still have this kind of look and feel, this kind of UI, and the same mechanics and everything, but we are taking it up a notch in terms of how cool it can look.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
we don't want to put like a $100,000 watch
Yes.
against a Pokemon background. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, we're very fortunate to work with a very, very talented group of designers.
Awesome. That's amazing. Yeah, I honestly I just can't wait, man. Like especially talking to like early platforms, like just painting the vision of what's not just coming next, but also like where it's likely gonna scale maybe within a year. That's always very exciting. I see this bring a friend both win thing. So this is
Yeah,
a referral program, yeah?
referral program.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so how does the referral program work?
So basically, if you bring a friend, you can get some extra points to be on that
Ah, the
leaderboard.
leaderboard.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's just leaderboard for now. It's just leaderboard points. We have
Mm-hmm.
had a few people who've brought in friends. We brought in our own friends, obviously, as well. But
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately, we can't win. So
Yep.
that
That's all
sucks.
right. It's still
Yeah,
nice to
but we
flex
we
points.
will be adding more as we go along. Again, as we kind of see what our customers do,
Mm-hmm.
we probably will try and figure out more ways to add value to the referral campaign,
Got you. Got you.
add value
And
to the customer.
is there any other kind of like quest, I guess?
So we're still working on that right now. As in, we had some ideas before this.
Yep.
Still have a few bugs to figure out. It is part of the plan,
Yep.
but I think right now we have more pressing things that we want to take care of
Yep.
before we go into all that.
I can imagine. I can
Yeah.
imagine. Yeah. So
So
yeah.
Balsa, hey, that's Balsa, the guy. He's our social media guy. He's been
Mm-hmm.
doing great. He's been the one doing all our AMAs and all that.
Yeah.
A lot of this, and he's the guy that came up with the trainer card. That's
Yeah.
his idea, and he programmed
Awesome.
it.
He's right here.
Yeah,
Look at
he's
that.
there.
Yeah. Hey, Balsa. But yes. Okay. So I guess we'll let you guys figure out the development of the platform, and then obviously I assume there will be a huge roadmap for rewards and quests and campaigns and all that stuff. Let's talk a little bit about the unique value propositions of Verity, right? So what would you say are maybe two or three of the ways that you guys are different from the rest?
Well, I think I mentioned one of them. I don't know whether how different we are, but
Mm-hmm.
we definitely have this thought process that we don't put anything up that we don't have. We won't put anything up that we don't
Okay.
have. Okay, um, and also because of our partnerships with our logistics company, they've also given us vaulting as well. So the vaults that we have are all climate controlled and
Oh, nice.
moisture controlled and all these kind of things, just to maintain the integrity of everything. Obviously,
Yep.
because if we're having $1 million watches, we can't just dump them somewhere. Or if we have a
Right.
$1 million card, $100,000 Charizard,
Yep.
you got to keep it well protected. So I think in terms of that, and because our vaults are situated at very how to say very good areas, we can ship cards very fast,
Right.
then very easily as well. And most of the time, because our vaults are situated in like the airports and things like that, so we can always go there, and when you deliver your card, we don't have to necessarily take it out and get taxed and everything just for us to mint your card.
Yep. Yep.
So one of the things that we are very proud of is that whole logistics connection that we have, the partnership that we have with them,
Mm-hmm.
so that we can actually just get the cards out there. And we also have a lot of I would say some of the bigger players in the Southeast Asian market
Yep.
who have uh, approached us just as friends,
Yep.
and kind of want to help us. We're working on something big right now as well with one of the major collectors in Southeast Asia.
Mm-hmm.
Because ultimately, what we also want to do is have anybody can create their own gacha on Verity. That is going to be one of our major value props. So rather than just coming to our platform and playing a gacha, you can set up your own. You can set up your little commerce store with us. You can set up,
Mm.
you know, make some money, trade with other people, things like that.
Yeah.
So that's where we're headed to. We want a very community-run platform. Think of us,
Interesting.
it'll kind of be like eBay. You put your stuff up for sale, but we have to authenticate it.
Yep.
You can't just put your gacha up and
Yep.
play. You got to
Yep.
send the cards to us to
Yep.
authenticate, to prove that it's there before people are allowed to pull your gacha.
That's amazing, right? I mean, that's the best of both worlds because basically you're decentralizing the inventory, except that you're authenticating them and securing
Yeah, yeah.
the
Because
fact that
we
they
all
exist.
know unfortunately in the Web 2 world, you can't authenticate anything. Once the money is passed to the other guy
Mm-hmm.
and he passes you a card, that's it, end of transaction. You may never find the guy again.
Yeah.
So we want to fill those gaps.
Yeah.
We are very big on security and trust as well.
Yeah.
So we just want to be the place where people know if that's the card they're seeing and
Yeah.
that's the card that they want, then that's the card they're going to get.
Awesome,
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah, amazing. I remember talking to your team last week when we first met at Solana Builders Day, and they were saying something about how Verity's I guess one of the core missions was to kind of come up with cross-border solutions that reduce the friction, right? That has always been affecting, I guess, regional trading.
Yeah.
Could you share a bit about that?
So that's exactly what I mentioned just now with our
Yep.
logistics partner, because
Okay.
they are located, I wouldn't say in every country, maybe they're not in 4 or 5 countries, lah.
Okay.
But I mean, they're everywhere else.
Yep.
And basically, we can send cards to Russia, America, Africa, you name it. We can probably.
Wow.
So
Okay.
that again, that's one of the things that we have. Rather than I'm not sure whether all our friendly competitors in the market do this, where whenever they have a delivery to be made, then they just go and see I don't know, like a DHL or something, and then send it off.
Korea. Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas ours, we already have a standard agreement with them. We're
Yeah.
vaulted in their vaults, so they
Yeah.
can just send it off to us. Of course, there's processing and delivery fees and all that stuff as
Yeah.
per usual, but we can do it like on the spot. If you redeem your card today,
Yeah.
we can likely get it shipped within 24 hours.
That's amazing. It's
Yeah,
awesome. Yeah,
yeah,
because every time you win something high value, you'll be like, I just
yeah.
even
Now,
like one more day is just killing me, right? Because I just want to
yeah,
show all my friends, and they're gonna believe me, right? You'll be like, you know, how do I know that you actually won this card? And I guess to have it in the palm of your hand is completely different sensation. Which
yeah.
brings me to, I guess, the conversation I wanted to have earlier, which was what do you think is the biggest you know value propositions for tokenizing these cards as compared to the Web2 traditional way of doing it?
Well, obviously, there's a little bit more trust, I think, and the speed that you can transact,
Yeah,
obviously, is there. Uh, if you do on a Web2 world, for example, you're in Singapore, I'm in KL, you got a card
yeah,
I want.
yeah,
We either got to meet somewhere in Malacca
yeah.
or Johor, or I got to take a flight,
Right.
just to get that authentication.
Yes.
So, I mean, there's a lot of players in the market that do this as well.
Yeah.
But again, once we authenticate everything, we have your trust, you redeem, we send it out to you, rather than you redeem, wait a few days, let us fill out some forms,
Yeah.
go and take it to the delivery company and send it off. So
Yeah.
ours is everything is already in the warehouse, everything
Yeah.
is already in vaults. Click, everything is processed at the operations level,
Yeah.
card is sent out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's available 24/7. Like
Yeah,
back
it's available 24/7. Yeah.
Yeah, towards the end of last year, I caught the bug. So I was actually with my group of friends trying to go to every single card show in Singapore. And it's not so like centralized where it's like we were on like multiple different Facebook groups, and it was very frustrating to figure out like, okay, this weekend, where is which card show happening? So I actually AI coded out this little dashboard that kind of scrapes off all the major convention centers, right? Like Raffles City Convention Center, Expo, Suntec, MBS, RWS, and then it will actually give me like a schedule of whenever these convention center websites show that there's a card show, right? And then we will just like make arrange that. Oh yeah, we're gonna train down at 2 p.m. and we're gonna So what I love about this whole Web3 thing is that it's so accessible. I can
Yeah.
whenever I'm just feeling like a little itchy, I just like switch it on. And as you mentioned, right, like for newcomers, the biggest issue I had was actually verifying the cards, whether like even if it's in a slab, right? Sometimes I'm also a little bit like petrified, right? Like I've heard people like breaking up slabs, and like your mind wanders as to how realistic this $1,000 card is it actually genuine. So I really love that whole aspect of it. Yeah. And I think specifically for gacha, like I literally have like I literally have like binders full of like freaking cards, right? And because I have so much garbage common cards, I basically said, okay, you know what, I'm gonna create like binders that will try and collect the whole series and then throw the rest away, right? Whereas with gacha, even if you pull a common in that sense, usually the commons are still quite interesting, I would say,
Yeah.
right? Like why, like no one's gonna send a really common card for like PSA grading, right? It just, I mean, unless it's like the first original base set. Yeah.
Yeah,
So I think hopefully this whole thing saves waste, right?
probably. Yeah, in a way, it saves a different kind of waste, lah. But
Yeah.
ultimately, if the card is flying in a plane, then there's
Yeah.
still.
It's interesting. Like, I mean, just the fact that Pokemon printed what 10 billion cards in the last 2 years. That's just like crazy. Like, just to think that probably 9.99 billion of that is just garbage. You know Commons that no one really wants, right?
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, there are a lot of people out there who collect like certain certain Pokemon, and then
Yeah,
they'll just go from the most expensive one to the cheapest one, and they are so proud of it.
like Kabuto
That's,
guy.
that's yeah, that's what's pretty cool. Like I saw this girl that literally had every EV you could find.
Oh, he's a good one.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah,
For me in the first place, I was going like, but you got so many of the same, trying
yeah.
to understand the mentality of these collectors.
Yeah, no, I was literally on another gacha's live stream a couple of weeks back, and I was shamed for like when they asked me like, what's your favorite Pokemon? I was like Yamper, and he was like, what? And I was like, hey, no judging, man. This is we all have our own personal preferences, right? Electric Dog, like I could get behind that.
I like my nine tails, so
Ninetales is a good one, man. Yeah, I think Vulpix. Yeah, yeah. I like Vulpix more than Ninetales, but I see what you mean.
yeah,
But yes, exactly. So it's I think given how as I was mentioning, it was very strange that Pokemon TCG has been around for such a long time, but this whole concept of both the gacha side of things as well as the Web3 value propositions, it,
mhm,
it, it it's a very weird situation where we feel early, right? It feels like we are still early, and I'm really excited to see where we can go from here. Because I mean, for you guys, it's not necessarily I'm not sure if you guys I mean, feel free to not release to share any details, but the way I see this, it could always change from not just a gacha but also become like a raffles platform.
yeah,
It could also become an auctions platform for the
yeah,
super valuable items, very
yeah.
very rare items. Yeah, so it's the world is literally the oyster here.
Yeah, so I mean, those things that you brought up are very would be things that we might look into. I think right now it's just us setting the base knowledge to everybody to kind of just know what we are before we pivot too far.
Yep,
Um, our main intention is to be a not just a Web3 gacha platform for TCG. We
yep,
want to be a Web3 platform for collectibles. So
yes,
we will look into a lot of different categories as we go along.
yep.
But right now, what's hot is Pokemon, and we
One
have all
Piece.
the resources for that. So that's why we're doing this now.
Yep,
But pretty soon, we'll be going into other types of cards as well,
yep.
and different RWAs.
Yeah, yeah, no, that's very exciting. Yeah.
Yeah.
So in terms of what's coming next, you already mentioned that you guys are going to create a much tighter system for, I guess, redeeming and shipping. You guys are looking at also setting up a secondary marketplace, right?
Mhm.
And obviously, I guess quest campaigns or points utility would
Yeah.
also be something that we look at in the near term. Is there anything else that we can look forward to?
So we are working out. You mentioned it just now. We are working out a raffle system,
Oh,
but
nice.
we are not going to be. I don't want to give away too much. We're not going
Yep.
to create a raffle on what you think we might be creating a raffle for.
Got you. Got you.
So it'll be slightly different.
Yep.
Uh, it's more of a just to see whether the market is ready for it.
Yep.
So we'll give that a try, and then, like I mentioned, we have a few gamification ideas, a few ways for people. Because ultimately, when you get a card, you want to show it off, right? So
Yes.
we're trying to figure out. Well, we've kind of figured out one of the ways where you can show off.
Yep.
Because what's good about having a card if you're not going to show it off, right?
Yep,
So
100%, 100%.
yeah,
I love that you said that the raffles is something that not what I'm thinking about, because I love experiments like this, right? If it's something I'm thinking about, it probably has been done before already. So
Uh, we're not going to run away from too much from the conventional way
yeah,
raffles happen lah.
of
Yeah,
course,
yeah.
of course.
Just that the end game is slightly different.
Got you, got you. That makes sense. That makes sense. Your brand name Verity, is it just purely for verification, or is there another meaning to it?
So it's another word for verified true. This name actually was given by Bausa. So
Oh, nice.
it's he's great at this. Bausa is great at getting us names, getting us taglines, and things like that.
Yep.
So basically, this means that it's verified, trust, true, kind of things, which is what
Mm.
our ethos is all about. We want to be honest. We want to be very everybody can just see what we're doing. We don't want to hide anything from anybody.
That's
Yeah,
very in line with the Web3, immutable truth.
yeah.
Absolutely lovely. Is there anything else you'd like to share with the audience?
Well, go in, give it a try. Join our Discord, go on our X, tell us what you like to see more of. Right now, we are very much in the customer information gathering
Mm.
as well. We're not going to pretend that we're smart and we know how to do everything. Ultimately, it's the customers that should also dictate what they want. Because if we build, you guys don't like it, you're not going to come back.
Yep.
If we build something that you feel is something that you need, and we get a lot of people telling us the same things, then that's what we can build next. Ultimately, the business is the same,
Yep.
but we just want to make it a little bit more interesting for people to use us more and find it easier and get what they want out of it.
Yep.
Because there's lots of platforms like ours.
Yep.
So we are trying to find that difference right now. If not, we'll just be chasing the market rather than just creating our own.
Yeah, I admire that. I appreciate that. What's the best way to, I guess, share the feedback with the team?
Right now, you can do it through X. So I check our X inbox quite a bit. So does
Mhm.
Balsa. Probably that would be the best way right now
Got
on it.
you, got you.
Yeah.
So everyone, I'm gonna leave this live stream with the sexiest prizes. Charizard, Ali's determination, as well as Pikachu. These are still up for grabs. There's only one gacha machine, so you're not gonna get lost. It's $30 per roll. It is 85% instant sell back. Very very soon you'll be able to redeem your cards. Very very soon you have a secondary marketplace where you can trade. Oh yeah, is there a mobile app coming?
We will look into that later on.
Yep.
Right now, we are focused on web.
Perfect. Perfect. So, guys, please do follow Verity, follow Bausa, follow Pietro, the team, follow Kyzzen, and look forward to seeing you guys on the next stream. See you. Thank you. Bye
See
bye.
you. Bye, guys.